The congratulations to the Wisconsin team. They played awfully well. In the first half, we had not a third down conversion on offense, but nevertheless, we're still in the game. Defense played their behinds off, played hard for 4 quarters, and fourth down was going to make the play for us. We had a third down and 1. It felt like we had a call that could get us a first down, go down and get some points before the half. Felt like that'd give us nice momentum. Had a nice call, it didn't work. So, I think these two guys played their hearts out, and it's hard for me to realize how close we came, and for guys like this, because they made a difference. So, questions?
That's how disappointed is this week 1.
Well, it's tremendously so. These guys, they had a grueling camp. They busted their tail. A number of guys were hurt, and they're right in position to win it. So, yeah, it was not what we wanted.
Let's the offensive line. Just give us what you saw out there with the O-line.
Well, I really have to see the film, because it seems to me that there were some guys that were not necessarily blocked. So I don't know if it was safety that could have stepped down in there or not. And I know that some guys had a heck of a day and blocked extremely well. So I have to see how it goes. I have to look at the film.
Coach, the things you worked on offensively in the spring and all during the summer, did those things translate today at all, or how did you want them to translate?
We didn't move the football like we were capable, and certainly we at times we threw the football well, and at times we turned it over. We had 3 turnovers on offense, and anytime you do that, you have a difficult time. We were 2 of 10 on third down conversions, so for the game, and not what you want.
Was Leonard full strength entering the game? Did you feel like he was 100%?
I mean, with the best 5, do you think you need to go back and try to see who the best 5 are now?
No, first, Leonard was full speed in my mind. I thought that he was, 168 yards or thereabouts, and number of carries. And I felt like thought he played hard. The best 5, I'm gonna have to see the film. I'm really gonna have to see, really what you're talking about specifically. So, I know that there were some, quality performances. I don't know exactly what came off the backside and where it was at, and so I'm gonna have to see it more in depth.
Let's talk about Brandon Harrison's play. That interception was at the end. Really
well, it was he dodged extremely well. He was getting sacked and really pivoted out of the grasp of the defender, and didn't make the throw that he wanted to make, I'm sure. So,
what about his play overall?
There was some difficulty getting plays in that I think there's do some work on, and it's more than a quarterback, and it's more than it's a team issue.
Well, excuse me, Coach. we ask the players some questions, and if y'all don't need them, we're going to let them go. So if you can ask the players a couple of questions, please.
Trey, after your interception, you returned for touchdown. Did you feel like things were going in the right direction? Then you scored 14-13. How much did the momentum switch there?
Definitely. I felt like that was what the team needed at the time. We knew as a defense that we were going to have to make something happen. So, that play came, and I was able to capitalize on it. And I feel like the game was definitely changing. So, like I said, man, yeah, that was the play that we needed, and I feel like it was moving in the right direction.
I say, at times, we executed, but at the same time, there were, spots here and there where, we weren't all on the same page, or, and it was all stuff we've seen in practice, and we just got to get back to it, and come back out on Monday and keep working, and we just got to execute. That's plain and simple.
Even London didn't get a lot of opportunities in the first half. Second half, he seemed like he started getting going. Did you feel like he was just starting to get warmed up, almost like mid third quarter?
Yeah, a guy like Leonard, I feel like he's always warm. He's always ready. He's Leonard, and it's on us as the O-line. Everyone who's blocking to execute, and I feel like there were flashes of it, but we got to get back to work.
Trey, first time with live bullets, Jay's offense against somebody else. Was there an adjustment period there?
Everything that we pretty much was prepared for, they did. All the film study that we did, they didn't do anything differently than we had seen, from watching film. So, it's just, little things like third downs, some third downs that I wish we could have got back as far as the defensive backfield. We let those guys, get those quick outs and things like that. So, we was definitely, I feel like as a defensive backfield, we failed the team because, we know that we needed the offense to get the ball back. So, and we just didn't make the plays when we needed it. So, that definitely hurts because I know how hard, the whole team worked the whole time. So, it's a hurtful feeling to not to come out on top.
I'm shocked with you, David. Did you see this coming at all?
Not at all, man. We knew it was at stake this season. Our goal was to win it all and to go undefeated. So, and to finish second, man, it's a hurtful feeling. And, the guys in the locker room are hurting so bad, man. So, the only thing we can do is just move forward and just, come back to work on Monday and just try to get better.
Even the same for you, just what kind of feeling is it right now? You guys come in, number 6 in the nation, and this happens.
What's kind of going through my mind, I'm just, we got to get back to work. It's a process. No one said it was going to be easy, and of course it didn't go our way, but there's a week 2, week 3. We just got to take it one game at a time, and focus this week on getting better.
Go ahead and excuse the players. Coach will stay up for a few more questions.
Could Leonard have come back in the game?
Oh, absolutely.
What was your view of that penalty after the interception? Did you see it?
Yeah, I grabbed him right away, and I knew kind of what had happened, and I'm going to have to see the film. But, he was an offensive lineman in protection, and in what happens downfield many times, you can be protecting on beyond the play with the idea that you don't know if the ball is even thrown. And again, I'm going to have to check this, but, it's very, very logical that he did not even know the guy had gone down and was just running, okay? And that he just came up on a guy that he thought was returning the ball to make the tackle. And that's what he said. And until I see the film, I believe it. Because he's not a malicious guy, and I just can't imagine that he saw him go down and then went and made a tackle. So.
Yeah. What was your take on the Wisconsin defense, especially number 47, Beagle?
I think Beagle's a really good player. I think they played real quality defense. Again, I think they have real good concepts, and I think they can, I think they're a very strong defense, and I think Beeple's a leader certainly, and very talented guy, played a long time in the NFL.
Less of Brandon and Brandon was outside a lot today. The connection between the teams. And what was it you think that you were always so good together last year?
Yeah, again, Brandon's, made some, what appeared to me, some close throws that should have been caught, and made some balls that was overthrown, so I don't know if you can blame Malachi on all of them, so,
That's the 2 timeouts you had to burn there in the third quarter. Was that first game communication issue or a road game?
it was a first game communication issue. And what one of them was, that our headphones went off. The guy was doing the signaling, did not have headphones, and we were communicating and felt like we had plenty of time, and the guy that was with his headphones off did not have the ability to signal because he wasn't getting any feed. So, I guess that would be first game.
Let's how you keep you guys up after, the first opener like this. The first opener, you have lost some more confidence.
Yeah, I'm not, I don't know how you keep them up. I think the truth is that they're going to have to come back to work and find a resiliency that says that they can be a very, very talented team, very capable team, and a contender. And so, with that in mind, they have to make use of Monday and Tuesday and this next week.
Coach, one more question. Coach, you, obviously, in the last drive, you felt like you were setting up Colby to
Kick the game winner, and really in pretty good shape. We don't turn the ball over. It's a long field goal from there. So.
You said Leonard absolutely was going to come back in. Did you still feel that way after the game on the Falcons? It's not a bad injury?
I have to be honest with you. I didn't see the injury that. I don't think that it's an injury that's going to keep him from playing for some time. So.
Thanks, Coach.